Welcome to this reading comprehension lesson. In a moment you will hear a short text, and then 5 questions about it. Listen carefully, because every answer is hidden somewhere in the text. The text is called The Psychology of First Impressions. Research in social psychology has consistently shown that people form judgments about others within just a few seconds of meeting them, based on limited cues such as facial expression, posture, and tone of voice. These snap judgments, while often surprisingly accurate in certain respects, such as assessing extroversion, can also be significantly distorted by unconscious biases related to race, gender, or physical appearance. Once an initial impression is formed, it tends to be remarkably resistant to change, a phenomenon psychologists attribute to confirmation bias. People unconsciously seek out information that confirms their first impression while disregarding evidence that contradicts it. This has significant real-world implications, particularly in contexts such as job interviews, where a candidate's fate may be disproportionately influenced by the first few moments of an encounter, long before their qualifications or experience are properly discussed. Awareness of this bias, researchers argue, is a necessary first step toward designing fairer, more structured evaluation processes. That was the text. Now here are the 5 questions. Here's a question. How quickly do people typically form judgments about others, according to the text? A. After several hours of interaction. B. After reading a written profile. C. Only after formal introductions. D. Within a few seconds of meeting. The correct answer is D. Within a few seconds of meeting. The text states judgments form within just a few seconds of meeting them. Here's a question. What can distort these initial judgments, according to the text? A. Unconscious biases related to race, gender, or appearance. B. Formal education. C. The length of the conversation. D. The location of the meeting. The correct answer is A. Unconscious biases related to race, gender, or appearance. The text mentions judgments can also be significantly distorted by unconscious biases related to race, gender, or physical appearance. Here's a question. What is confirmation bias, as described in the text? A. Seeking information that contradicts a first impression. B. Seeking information that confirms a first impression while ignoring contrary evidence. C. Forgetting a first impression completely. D. Actively changing one's mind frequently. The correct answer is B. Seeking information that confirms a first impression while ignoring contrary evidence. The text defines it as people who unconsciously seek out information that confirms their first impression while disregarding evidence that contradicts it. Here's a question. In which real-world context does the text say first impressions have significant implications? A. Grocery shopping. B. Watching films. C. Job interviews. D. Reading books. The correct answer is C. Job interviews. The text specifically mentions job interviews as a context with real-world implications. Here's a question. What do researchers suggest is a necessary first step toward fairer evaluation processes? A. Eliminating all interviews. B. Extending interviews to several days. C. Ignoring qualifications entirely. D. Awareness of this bias. The correct answer is D. Awareness of this bias. The text concludes that awareness of this bias is a necessary first step toward designing fairer, more structured evaluation processes. That is the end of this lesson. You read one text and answered 5 questions about first impressions. In the next lesson we will read a new text and practice again.